Good day everyone, and welcome to our CSM student orientation. Today, we're going to cover the academic advising essentials provided by the Office of the University Registrar. Knowing these rules early on will help you navigate your academic journey smoothly, stay on track for graduation, and avoid unnecessary enrollment headaches down the road. Let's dive in. Here is a quick breakdown of what we'll discuss today. Program of Study or POS. Registration and late registration rules. Cross-registration, load limitations, dropping and substitution of courses, scholastic delinquency rules, retaking failed courses, leave of absence, and course withdrawal, maximum residence rules and the free higher education law. Keep these topics in mind, as they govern your entire stay here at MSU-IIT. First, let's talk about the Office of the University Registrar. Think of the Registrar as the primary implementing arm for all academic policies and rules at MSU-IIT. They handle admissions, registration, fee assessments, and most importantly, your official scholastic records. Whenever you need assistance with official transcripts, grades, or enrollment status, this is the office that safeguards your academic standing. Let's start with a crucial document, your Program of Study, or POS. A POS outlines every single course you need to complete, semester by semester, to earn your degree within 4 years. Please note, your POS is not just your ESMS or My IIT Student Evaluation grade sheet. It includes your completed grades plus the remaining roadmap of courses you must take until graduation. While every student in your major starts with the same standard plan, your POS becomes unique if you fail a class, miss an enrollment, or take a leave of absence. When life happens, your POS changes, which is why working with your academic advisor is essential. How does academic advising with your POS work during enrollment? Step 1. Your advisor checks your grades from the previous term. If you passed everything, you're cleared to take the regular full load. Steps 2 and 3. If you failed, dropped, or withdrew from a course, you're allowed unit load changes, and an updated POS must be generated. Step 4. This new POS guides your advisor on which subjects to approve and gives you a clear picture of your new timeline and expected costs. Now, regarding registration, MSU-IIT operates on an 18-week semester schedule. Under Article 314 of the MSU Code, you are not allowed to enroll in a subject after 12% of regular class sessions have already taken place. 12% equates to about 2.16 weeks of classes. Exceptions require explicit approval from the dean and a strong academic justification, so please complete your enrollment on time during regular registration periods. What if you need to take a subject offered in another college or department? This is called cross-registration. Per Articles 315 to 318, you cannot register in another unit without written permission from your home college dean. Additionally, even if you are cross-registering across multiple units, your combined total workload must still not exceed the maximum allowable unit limit for the semester. Let me clarify what a unit means and what your maximum credit limits are. 1 unit of credit represents at least 16 hours of classroom instruction per semester. Normally, undergraduate students can take up to 18 non-laboratory units, or up to 20 units if laboratory courses are included. Can you overload? Yes, but only if your curriculum officially demands more than 18 units for that term, or if you achieved a GWA of 1.50 or better in the previous regular semester. For the mid-year or summer term, the standard limit is 6 units, though your dean may allow up to 9 units in special cases. For graduating students in their final academic year, you may be granted permission to take up to 21 non-laboratory units, or 23 units with laboratories, provided your previous regular term average was 2.00 or better.
If you ever need to drop a course, please do so officially. You must fill out the official dropping form with the consent of your instructor and dean. Take note of this.
If you drop a course after 3/4 of the term has already passed, your instructor will be asked to report if your standing warrants a grade of 5.00.
So, never just stop attending a class. Dropping in officially will result in restricted registration privileges. Sometimes, a required course in your curriculum isn't available. In such cases, a course substitution can be requested under 3 specific conditions. You are under an old curriculum being aligned with a new one. There is an unavoidable schedule conflict between 2 required courses. The required course is simply not being offered that term. To successfully petition for a substitution, The substitute course must belong to the same department, or at least be closely allied. It must carry the exact same number of units as the original subject. It must be formally recommended by your academic advisor and approved by the department heads involved. Now, let's discuss scholastic delinquency. These are rules designed to monitor academic standing and offer early intervention. These are the following. Warning: if you receive final grades below 3.00 in 25 to 49% of your enrolled units, you will receive an academic warning through the dean to help you adjust and improve. Probation: if you receive grades below 3.00 in 50 to 75% of your units, you will be placed on probation, and your dean may restrict your allowed unit load for the following term. If academic difficulties continue. Dismissal: failing or receiving below 3.00 in 76% or more of your academic units will result in being dropped from your college. Repeated delinquency: if you were previously delinquent and fail 50% or more of your units in a succeeding term, you will also face college dismissal.
Is a college dismissal reversible?
Under Article 401, if your failing standing includes grades of 4.00, incomplete, or INC, or withdrawn, you may take removal or waiver exams or complete requirements before the next registration period. If completing these lowers your failed unit total below the dismissal threshold, your dismissal may be lifted. However, if you do not resolve these grades before registration opens, the dismissal becomes final. Under Article 402, students who are dismissed from a specific college may petition the University Committee on Scholarship and Delinquency. With the Chancellor's approval, you may be granted permission to transfer to another program or college better suited to your aptitude. Please take note of permanent disqualification. If a student fails 100% of their academic units in a semester, meaning taking 12 units or more, they are permanently disqualified from readmission to any college or school within the university. Similarly, if a student who was previously reassigned under Article 402 meets dismissal criteria again, they lose eligibility for future readmission.
If you fail a required course, Article 408 dictates that you must retake that course immediately. Retaking failed required subjects takes top priority during enrollment before you are permitted to add new major subjects or electives. If personal, medical, or family circumstances require you to stop attending school temporarily, you must file an official leave of absence, or LOA. Submit a written petition to your dean detailing the reason and duration. A LOA cannot exceed 1 academic year at a time. Please take note. A leave of absence will not be granted later than 2 weeks before the last day of classes in a term. If you officially withdraw from a course after 3/4 of the class hours have elapsed, please be aware that your instructor reserves the right to issue a grade of 5.0 if your academic standing at the time of withdrawal was below passing, or 3.0. The university enforces a maximum residence rule, or MRR. For a 4-year degree program, you must complete it within 6 years. For a 5-year degree program, within 7 years. For working students, the maximum limit is 9 years. This clock starts counting from the very first semester you enroll in your degree program. Exceeding this limit without graduating requires taking a minimum of 12 units of refresher major courses specified by your department. Finally, let's look at Republic Act 10931, or the Free Higher Education Law. To keep your free tuition benefits, you must keep track of your timeline. Under Section 6 of the law, students lose eligibility for free tertiary education if any of these happen. First, you fail to complete your bachelor's degree within 1 year beyond the prescribed duration. For a 4-year program, this means free tuition ends after 5 years. Second, you fail to comply with university retention policies. Third, you already hold a bachelor's degree. If you fall into these categories, MSU-IIT is mandated to collect regular tuition and fees. That wraps up our overview of the academic advising essentials. Staying informed about these policies empowers you to make wise choices, protect your academic standing, and stay on course to graduate on time.
If you ever have doubts or questions about your standing, always consult your CSM academic advisor or visit the office of the University Registrar. Thank you for your time, and we wish you a productive and successful academic year.